Day of Infamy. Is it worth a buy? Well, let's just read. Let's all gather round the fire and just cuddle together and read. Guys, read. Experience intense close quarters battles in iconic World War II settings. Defend the line, storm the beach, torch the enemy, change sides like Italians, surrender like the Fretmac. That doesn't say. Or use a radio to call in fire support. Day of Infamy is a teamwork orientated shooter that will keep you on your toes and coming back for more with its diverse game modes and authentic arsenal. So guys, Day of Infamy. We're not talking about the day consoles were born. No. We're not talking about the day that X-ray fucking vision became a standard in fucking games. No, we are talking about that day of days, guys, in the war. That day. Well, we're talking about the war, I think. I don't know what the infamy is. I don't know. It's a pretty shit name, really, isn't it? Day of Infamy. It should have been called Murder the Bastards. Anyway, it's called Day of Infamy, guys. And between you and me, I think they've kind of thought, Day of Defeat, Day of Defeat, Day of Defeat, Day of Defeat. No, Day of Defeat. You know, infamy, defeat. I think that's something to do with that, guys. I think it's a bit to do with, you know, Day of Defeat, because it's very similar to Day of Defeat. And I know a lot of yous will not know what the actual Day of Defeat is, because you're all 14-year-old sitting on the sofa with your twin sticks, aren't you? Let's be honest, come on, f***ing own up. That's what yous are. I know yous are. 104,000 subs. F*** off. There's about 10 of yous got a PC. The rest of yous are sitting f***ing wanking over Lara Croft. Mac! You're not really, I'm just teasing. I know that you're all hardcore. We're the remnant of the PC gamers, aren't we, guys? You and me against the fucking world. So you choose between the US, the Commonwealth, or the Schnell, Kartoffelkopf, raus, shoot them all at Dornkula. Germans. And you have 3 game modes in this. You have single player, co-op, and multiplayer. And guys, let me just tell you this. It's a great game. It's a freaking great game, this. It's very old school. It's old school. It's not new school. It's not X-ray vision, third person. Press your button to roll over there and hide behind that sack of shit so you can see everything in your third person camera. Ooh, he's got a gun. Roll out the way. Pew, pew, pew. Roll over there. Pew, pew, pew. Cutscene. It's none of that. This is straight from the bowels of the 90s. This is straight from the innards of when gaming was actually fucking good, guys. Also, it's a bit of Insurgency. I mean, these were the same guys that made Insurgency, and Insurgency was a great game. So there. If you haven't seen my Insurgency video, titled Call of Duty, no, Best Call of Duty Player in the World plays Insurgency. Well, a total piss take, but everybody thought I was... There's a link. It's quite funny. Everybody thought I was serious. This reminded me of Medal of Honor. This actually did remind me... In fact, Mr. Developers, I know you copied. I know you copied a lot of it off Medal of Honor. You can't fool Mac. I was there in the 90s. You thought all these new gamers weren't there. And you thought, I can just see it now. Hey, you know some of the maps in Medal of Honor that were really good. Like the Omaha map. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. See no more? Yeah, I know you did. I know you copied it. I know you did. We'll not say anything though. I'll cut all this out, don't worry. It's just between you and me. If Day of Defeat had a lesbian relationship with Medal of Honor, because there were females in my world with very nice natural boobs, if they had a lesbian relationship, they wouldn't be able to procreate because they don't have sperm. Day of Defeat and Medal of Honor were lesbians, right? And they were having a twosome together. And then Insurgency came along and shagged them both. They would have identical twins called Day of Infamy, guys. It looks like somebody's vomited all over your face when you play it. I mean, obviously the graphics are shit. And it isn't massively well optimized. I mean, it doesn't run like a 3-legged dog. It actually does. It's very playable, but it feels like it was written 15 years ago. But the gameplay, guys, the gameplay. is great. It's great. The actual gun shooting thing, gun gameplay is great. It's absolutely great. The co-op, guys, the co-op is phenomenally good. That's all I've been playing on. I mean, I have tried the single player, got my arse handed to me. The AI is pretty lethal. They don't miss. The multiplayer is alright. You never get to actually see the enemy very much on the maps I've played, but it was alright, you know. The game modes are great. Let's just, with this review's all over the place. Let's just start with the graphics. Like I say, they look shit. There's your graphic options. There's quite a few in there. The rebinding of the keys is dead easy, absolutely easy. It's the way it should be in all games. Double click what you want, press the new key, jobs are good and done. You can turn the music off, you can turn the sound down, you can turn the voice down. It has voice chat as well, which you can disable, all push to talk, which is all nicely built in, like it is in Insurgency. So you've got all the options there, they're all good. You've got different game modes as well. In multiplayer, you have game modes called Frontline, Liberation and Offensive. It's all about capturing and holding points and things like that. The difference between the modes is the refresh wave, which is if you die, you don't just respawn, you have to be, the waves come where you come back into the game. In the co-op modes, you have Stronghold, Patrol and Entrenchment, and we've been playing a lot of Entrenchment where you have to defend the line, and the great thing about that is when you die, you are held at the respawn zone and somebody has to run back. It's called a regrouping in a resupply area, and you regroup, somebody runs back and they will let you then spawn, and you cannot spawn unless that player runs back, which is brilliant, because if you're the last player like I was, I couldn't get back. I was just surrounded and I was just fighting for my life, and so the other teammates couldn't come out, and we lost. So it's a really good game mode. It's so much fun, and there's lots of different maps to play it on. And like I say, the enemy AI, I mean, it isn't brilliant, but when they get you in the sights, they will take you out. I mean, there was a time on the bridge we had smoke down, and as the smoke cleared, the second the smoke cleared, the sniper just had me. An AI sniper just said, there you go, bam, dead. So it's challenging, it's great fun. The sound is awesome when you're firing the weapons. Like I say, the gunplay is great. Lots of different weapons. There's different classes as well. When you start a game, you have to choose what class you're going to be. You can be just a typical old grunt with the rifle. You can be a machine gunner, light machine gunner. You can be a heavy machine gunner, which requires a tripod where you deploy the tripod down, but it's a really heavy machine gun. You have the rocket launchers, there's flamethrowers, which look phenomenally good. There's radio operators to call in airstrikes and things like that. There's no vehicles in this at all, but the officer can organise where everybody goes. He can give people orders and things like that. There's a lot more. This is early access. There's a lot more coming into this as well. It also has full mod support, like the Steam Workshop, and it's only $14.99. You get all this for $14.99. Lots of maps, lots of game modes, lots of different characters to play. It looks like vomit. If you can get past that, and I hope you can, because graphics don't make a game. It's all about the gameplay, guys, and the gameplay in this is great. Playing with your mates, I mean, I obviously don't have any, but you know, I can just imagine what it must be like to have mates, and it would be great. Another good thing I like when you're playing this is you run out of ammo and you have to run back to resupply at the different ammo dumps, just like you would in real life. It just feels authentic. It feels like, I mean, I wasn't around in World War II, obviously, but you kind of see the movies and you think, there's bombs going off, there's artillery coming in, and the artillery creeps towards you as it would in real life, and it's lethal. I mean, if that hits you, you just get blown to smithereens. You see, guys, what Call of Duty lacks now is that feeling that you're in a war, because people are running around like pricks all the time, and the gunplay isn't brilliant in Call of Duty. It used to be a long time ago in Call of Duty 1 and 2. It was good, but you just never really felt like you were there in the more recent ones. Medal of Honor was great. It felt authentic. It felt good. This is an up-to-date version of all them. It feels like you're in a war. The noise, the sound of the shells coming in, the screaming of people, it actually feels like you're in a war. When all the smoke's going off and the explosions and the trace of fire and the noise of the machine guns belting away, it's fucking great. I bought it this morning and it's the best $14.99 I've ever spent. I tell you, I'm absolutely loving it. I wanted to go in and just do an hour in co-op, an hour in multiplayer, an hour in single player, get the feel of the game and come and make this video. That didn't go to plan. I did about 15 minutes multiplayer, saw what that was about. Yeah, it's good, but I just couldn't stop playing co-op. I've been playing co-op for like 2 hours. It's insane. It's so much fun. Yes, it has its bugs. It has a couple of bugs. Sometimes when the guys are lying prone, it looks like they're flying. There's a few clipping issues, but it is early access. It's getting patched and fixed all the time, and it's like I say, there's more stuff being added to it. It's worth it. That's what my channel's about. Is it worth a buy? Yes, it is. It's worth a buy.